What we're looking at here is one of the areas that we collect rainwater. This one here is used for watering plants. We put a tarp across the trees and run it into that barrel there. That's actually a 55-gallon drum that we cut in half. The water gets pretty yucky, of course, but the plants don't mind, and we try to clean it out right before each rain. So it's been quite a few days since it's rained, and we're almost to the bottom of this barrel. Typically when it gets this low, we'll pour the water there into a 5-gallon bucket, and then use a funnel to put it into the 1-gallon water jugs. So the water there spills over, so I didn't mention that this is on a hill, so it's a little precarious. I'm also wearing the accessory for the GoPro camera that I was given, and it's called a chesty, and I'm still learning how to adjust the angle on the camera when I'm wearing the camera, but you can see I have both hands to work with it, which is very nice. Now I will take these jugs and walk them over to some of the plants that need some water. So start with the peas, which are right over here. Built this little trellis for them. Give them some water. Go like that. And I did the garlic earlier a little bit. Now I planted these way too close together, which is why they're kind of scrawny. Don't know what that plant is, but it's kind of interesting, so I left it. And then these ones over here, it's a different type of garlic. And they've just sort of drooped over, and I've tried watering them repeatedly. But it's not really changing anything, so it's time to take these out. And then it's a good idea to follow these with peas. Or excuse me, well, peas would work, but it's not the right season for peas, but beans. And that's because it fixes the soil. These next 3 clips are of these plants that are ready to go into the garden. And I'm filming them to check the frames per second rate and the difference of the film quality. This is 60 frames per second. This clip here is filmed at 30 frames per second. And in all of these clips I'm using a linear lens, which is a narrower view of the camera lens. And this here is 4K at 24 frames per second. And so we'll conclude this video digging up the garlic that fell over. And as you'll see here, pretty soon Marshmallow wants in on the action. She and her litter mates have enjoyed the little garlic jungle. It's been here since they've arrived. These were planted in October, so they're almost ready. We probably could have waited another month on these, but since these fell over, it's time to pull them. The tool that we're using here is called a hori, and it's very helpful. It has a serrated edge on one side and a blade on the other. And I learned this tip from M.I. Gardner, a YouTuber that I've watched for several years. And here comes Grace up over the hillside, checking it all out. And that concludes this video. Thank you for watching. 18 garlic.